we're here to do your romance house. What I particularly say coming through for you by mid-month, if you do want a personal booking, the link is below. And yes, this content is released in our members hub at Yildiz Readings 5D on YouTube. So if you do wish to get this ahead of the crowd, it is pre-released to our members. Now, how we're doing this read, as mentioned, I have pulled the cards. We're looking at the opportunities that you guys will have mid-month moving forward into February. And then we're also looking at those of you tuning into a direct individual or currently in a relationship. Okay, so there's two energies coming through here. What I see coming up for you guys, especially by mid-month, I feel you at a personal level. You're trying to move into the confidence of yourself. You're trying to actually tackle things and be the best version of yourself. There appears to be some personal changes that you're going through. And it's almost like I'm saying mirror, mirror on the wall. You're not seeing yourself quite as realistically as how other people are seeing you. And if there has been some confidence-related dynamics going on, and maybe you didn't feel like the queen of the universe or something to that degree, or the king, I feel you're going to have a revelation this month and realize people actually do appreciate you a lot more than what you think. I feel for some of you, you're wanting to have quite an exclusive connection. There may have been a circumstance in the past that you were dealing with and you felt that you weren't 100% the one or 100% the attention. This could have stemmed from childhood, or it might have been, a very troublesome kind of dynamic. I don't get this as a negative thing. I actually feel, you're trusting your instincts with yourself. You're looking at what you feel you need to address, what you feel you need to do. Some of you are changing your image. But again, I feel somebody is coming towards you and saying, hey, I actually really value you. I do feel there is multiple opportunities. And this can be for those of you further down here that I mentioned I'm going to tune into. Be you single or couple, I do feel point blank zero. There are options here. There is going to be a lot of chemistry between you and another person. But there appears to be, there is almost looking at the devil in the detail in this circumstance. I do feel there's two paths here, okay? For some of you, it could be that there is a very traditional connection. For others of you, it could be that this person is giving you quite a bit of attention. I'm hearing the term stuck in between a rock and a hard place. I do feel this can feel a little bit like a karmic test, but I don't think this has to be negative. I think this, especially with communication, your emotions, your body, I think it's going to ease up as we reach mid-month. I get a lot of throat chakra coming through for you guys. So I do feel there's particularly head and heart kind of chakra going on. But as I mentioned to the members, a lot of this is like the Chiron energy. It's the higher heart chakra. It's the throat chakra and third eye. I feel your beliefs and your perspectives, and you can really see it coming through on the high priestess. It's like, her third eye is quite active there. And I feel it's your beliefs of how you saw yourself. It could be worthiness. And this could have been caused through, trauma, through relationships and things to that degree. I feel initially it could be a little bit low. And then as we move, to mid-month and beyond, I feel it's going to supercharge it. But I do feel you're going to gain a new clarity. It's almost like passing the mirror and not realizing you dropped 20 pounds and going, wow, how did that happen? When did that happen? I feel you're having revelations of what you can handle, who you are as a human being, and how much you've transformed, but also what you're willing to put into relationships, what part's yours, what part's theirs. There is a connection here, and this could even be an opportunity to play, to travel, to be with this person. You're meditating upon the possibilities and the opportunities. Some of you, it's almost like if a person from the past does come back, you have an ideal of what you want it to be. I want to pull a clarifier on this. You're nervous that this is going to turn pear-shaped. This can be something you're meditating upon at the moment. Okay, if I go into a relationship, and I'm hearing the term Nelly Furtado, her song, All Good Things Come to an End. It's almost like believing everything's always going to be, ending at some point, which there are endings, but endings don't have to be something negative. They can be a new chapter. This could be going from being single to couple to engaged. They're endings metaphorically. So I think we need to reattach to that physical reality. I feel some of you are having a bit of worries where it does come to, you know, how you unpack emotions. This also could be a new chapter. Some of you I'm hearing the term pregnancy, so FYI, be careful. This could have been a move of home. This could have been dramas that you were having with siblings and family. This could have been, you know, a situation happening with a sibling that was quite problematic. It could resurface again. Okay, what is this? I'm telling you, you got chemistry with this person. You want to be the best version of yourself. So some of you can be working incredibly hard on yourself. You don't want that shadow to kind of haunt you to tell you that you're less. It's almost like looking in the mirror and saying, no, I am the best and I deserve the best. Yeah, you're really putting the work in. You're working hard. Just don't burn out. Okay, those of you dealing with a current person, somebody on your mind, oh, talk about a challenge. Okay, this person's trying to reach out to you. This person's trying to open up and communicate. There could have been some heated words. There is a lot of chemistry between you, but I do feel at times it gets lost in translation. I feel at times it's misunderstood, misinterpreted, and that could have been due to trauma and frustration of the past. I feel you don't quite know how to look at it, but you're trying to get away from that. I feel you're wanting to pause so that you can see something clearer. You're checking yourself. You're checking the situation. There could have been a circumstance maybe where you just needed a break. You needed to step back. I do feel for some of you there are two options. This could be, for those of you especially who are tuning into a person of the past, I feel those of you in that situation, you're kind of looking at two options here. Is it moving towards another person? Is it moving towards that connection? I think the thing that is making you feel, how could I put it, uncertain is which would be the safest option. And, you know, I was really getting the full card in tarot coming through for mid-month. It's almost like there's infinite ways everything can turn out. Which one is your heart's desires? Which one takes you, you know, to your bliss, even if you are frustrated in the direct situation. I'm also hearing there could be a baby mama that was quite problematic. If there was a betrayal in the connection or a temptation, I notice we have the devil card over here. It's almost likely that you need to pass a physical test. This could even be shadow work and feeling that something's going to turn out terribly. I do feel this individual is not regretful that they met you. I do feel there could be a, you guys at a personal level want to change some things. You guys do feel that there have been outside influences that have been directly impacting this romantic connection and have caused dramas. It could have been 3 people. This could have been friendship groups. I feel if you're confused about what way to tackle this, I feel by mid-month you're going to have some sense of clarity. I'm seeing some of you, this could be going to a fun park, going to a social gathering, learning some information, somebody giving you some information that you weren't privy to. I also feel this person's going to open up to you and express how they feel. There's been some things on their mind that they've been worried about and things that you have been unaware of. Some of you are frustrated that this person doesn't open up. Even though on the outside it's a little bit like, you know, the poker face energy. I think it's from an adult point of view they've done this. So it's something that they've learned to do. They just unpack their emotions inside their head. It's not personal. If things have gone quiet, that they're really making reference to, it's not personal. This person has really been thinking about the future, wanting to move towards you, wanting to be able to be expressive. This could be a transition of home. I'm definitely seeing opportunities where future tense moving forward, this person wants to live with you. They do know the sacrifices that you've made, but you know, there's been dramas in the past that have happened where angels have gone and we've gone and where angels fair to tread. I just don't feel this year it's going to let you stay stagnant. I really don't see this connection staying stagnant. Something is getting really serious, but I feel there's a line drawn in the sand and there's a choice. I definitely feel there's some choices. I do, Leo, feel for you. You have some personal things you're trying to address. This could be putting more pressure on the romantic situation. And I feel as long as you're super aware of that and you show up like the High Priestess, I feel it's going to take the pressure off the situation. But there could particularly be some, anxiety and situations playing in your own personal life that can be causing heated conflict. No, nobody can take from you what's truly yours, but just be super careful because I do feel if there is a conflict of interest here and you're choosing between two options, be very careful not to get entwined in other people's dramas because it does feel it's almost like you're trying to stay clear of that and you don't want to be dragged down the rabbit hole. I do feel there's an opportunity here for this relationship to go to the next level, but I think things are going to move very quickly. It may just be that you are going to need to keep your bearings during this as you transition through. I do feel the communication coming through quite strongly. It could be almost like an SOS I'm hearing. And I do feel this person is going to open up to you. You're just going to need to step back to let them do such. Love and light, I will check in with you through the month. If you do want a personal booking, we do have a sale on at the moment for a limited time. Link is in the bottom. Otherwise, I'll see you soon.